It's time.
All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, it's one of my favorite times of the year. It is new GTA Online content. Let's see what it's all about. Let's see what all they gave us. Okay, Batman, what do you mean Grax is with the dark side now? I'm very confused. What you got going on with that? Um, so, first things first, we should have a bunch of new cars. And part of the money fronts. Okay. So we've got 4 new cars to buy in Legendary right off the bat. Ooh, a new Dubachi. I like the Dubachi because they're like Aston Martins in this game, right? So like we're getting a new Aston Martin. Missile lock-on jammer available. I don't care so much about that, but let's get us a nice. Let's spend all the money because me and my buddy hit the diamonds pretty hard the last couple of weeks, so we got some spending money. Karen Evron, it's like a Toyota pickup truck, I think. Well, it's a pickup truck, but thank you, honey. Sorry, I need to take a pill real fast. Grax has always watched Beaver. And I don't mind Beaver at all. He Beaver's been supportive of this channel. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Graxy's always watched Beaver stuff. You know, I don't know with the I don't know that I've ever actually like seen a Galaxy Heroes content creator that I don't like or that I have a problem with. Um, so this is a nice, GTA Online. To me, it's worth it. If it's not worth it to you, that's fine. But the free stuff that we get is pretty awesome. So let's just get. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I might as well order the Ubermacht. Oh wait, hold on. It's a trade price on the Ubermacht, so let's hold off on that one. Southern San Andreas, what do you got? Nothing. Nothing that I'm excited about right now. Did we get anything new from Warstock? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, okay, we're back. Oh, part of money. Oh, the police bike. Ooh, that's expensive, but I think we get the uniform with it. Dispatch work, purchase unlocks the exclusive Summer Highway Patrol outfit. Has a resale value of $0. We get clothing. Um, like my only problem is it, if they could have just, for the love of God, done this outfit to look like Jim Dangle from Reno 911. You know what I'm talking about? The white cowboy boots, the short shorts, just for the fucking hilarity of it all. Um, that would have been epic. But yeah, I think that. Yeah, Graxy. Hey, Graxy, buddy, thank you for that. But how the hell are you feeling? Okay, buddy? Are you doing all right? I'm a little early in the day for Hap, but I might have to go up to my in-laws here within the next hour to 3 hours. So yeah.
Hey, friend. It's Madrazo. The older, more handsome one, huh? There is someone who wants to meet you, and believe me, you want to meet him. You think I'm into some bad stuff? Let me tell you, this guy has a finger in every pie in Los Santos and beyond. Meet me at LSIA, and if you embarrass me in front of him, I will kill you.
All right. So Madrazo is how we start the new content. But oh wait, I was doing it right the first time. Um,
You're through to your garage.
yeah, buddy, I'm glad you're doing a
Need
little
me to
bit
bring you
better.
a ride?
Literally sat down to start the stream, and
I'll bring it to
had
you.
to have my wife run and get me a Dramamine motion sickness pill.
Hello?
Um,
Oh, thanks for calling.
cause yeah, ever for the last couple of summers, whenever especially it gets stormy or something outside, I can get dizzy spells, like from the barometric pressure changing. Apparently, it's a thing that happens when you get older. I can just get dizzy spells just sitting here, and I felt one coming on, so she went and grabbed me a Dramamine. Luckily, the Dramamines work real fast, so like I'm okay. But yeah, they're not when they hit, they're not fun. I don't think it hits me as hard as it hits other people, but like uh, I'll get like the full on like color bursts in front of my eyes and just feel like just lightheaded and like I'm floating but grounded at the same time. It's if you've ever had one of those from like the inner ear thing. Um, it just happens when you get old, or it can happen when you get old. I know it happened to my mom, so there's a genetic factor. But yeah, the Dramamine sorts it out real quick. I haven't even modded this car yet, and I'm already loving how it's feeling. I told my wife that like one day I want to get an Aston Martin, so like not a brand new one. I'm not paying $250,000-$300,000 for a car. Um, like a used one you can get for like I think I saw for 64,000. Which like if you go out and buy like a Ram pickup truck or a Chevy pickup truck, and you got a lot of options on it, that's what that's gonna cost. So it would just be neat to have a fucking awesome car like that. Yeah, the Aston Martins are my favorite European car. I know Lamborghini, Ferrari, all that stuff. Yeah, no. Porsche is a close second. Yeah, Graxy, I'm glad you're doing better, buddy. I really am. Okay. Let's mod this thing real quick, and then we'll go see Madrazo. But this is what I'm going to be cruising around in, unless there's missions I need to fly, and then I'll bust out the good old oppressor. They haven't given us a new HSW upgrade in a while. I should check the list. There probably is one that I haven't seen, but oh, that's kind of cool. Let's go with that because British car, and we got ourselves a British, looks like Royal Navy little livery pattern there. We'll rock with that for a bit. Oh, well, we don't need to respray. Roll cage, I'm not putting in. Skirts. I mean, these don't really matter. These are pretty much purely cosmetic. I don't think they have a stats effect on your car. Same with these. Now, a spoiler you always want to slap on because you do get just a little traction bump. I like that some of these wings actually take the livery color. That's not always the situation.
That shit is tight.
I like that they put the badge on there. That's cool. You don't see that very much. Bulletproof. Always got to be bulletproof. Windows, limo. Boom, that's it. Nice. Well, let's cruise up to Madrazo in this bad boy and see how she is now that she's tricked out a little bit. Whoa, she's squirrely. I wonder if they changed the feels for the cars because they do that from time to time with these updates. All of a sudden, a vehicle that drove one way will drive just a little bit different. And I think it's for them. It's just a matter of they just swap mathematical values. Because I I've had cars that have been horrible turn great, and great cars turn less great before. But yeah, she's swirly. Oh, I think I need to go into the casino at some point because I think they gave GTA Online members 2 daily spins for this month. Oh wait, Madrazo's at LSIA and I'm driving to his fucking house. What am I doing? Let's use the map. Which is funny because his icon is still up at his house also, like that's not gonna cause any confusion. Okay, we get a little freeway driving with this thing opener up. Good car. Swear to God, that driver knew I was getting ready to swerve around him and decided to get over to make it as hard as possible. They have definitely done something with the drivers in Los Santos. They used to try to get out of your way, and now it seems like there's times when they actively just try to crash into you. But, you know, this is very possibly the last summer update we're going to get for this game. They haven't really discussed how they're going to handle the online aspect of the game when GTA 6 comes. And I mean, frankly, I think online is probably going to be pretty dead regardless of how they're handling it after GTA 6 comes out, because everybody's going to want to get through the story and the campaign and everything. So, campaign. People are just going to want to play GTA 6, find all the things, do all the stories, see all the endings and that stuff before they probably worry about this a whole lot.
Hello? Hey, man, what's up?
I haven't been up here in a while, but this also looks different a little bit. Did they tweak this?
I need to hit a ball. Damn.
Alright, let's contact Madrazo.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Get in! Quickly! You good? You ready? All right, come on, driver, let's go.
CC.
Okay, so this opportunity, it's big, my friend. This guy, his name is Faber. He's a banker, the banker. Every dollar in this fucking town, it goes through him. He's my guy. He's El Rubio's guy. And anybody who's in charge of anybody, their guy. And here he is now. He asked for you personally. I'm surprised it took so long. Now listen, just let me do the talking, okay? Your style of conversation, it's so, well, you know.
Ciao! I'm only here for 24 hours. If they're serious about this, they'll show me the property. How many buyers can they have in a state that pays 80% tax?
By the way, don't mention his fucking shoes. Okay. Knock, knock.
Ah, Martin.
Here he is. Hello, how are you, Mr. Faber?
I am well. Patricia, Miguel, they are?
Oh, fine, fine.
Ah, I've heard your name from a number of my clients. You've made some of them a lot of money, directly and indirectly. To others, you're just, well, a blot on their accounts. Martin has told you about me? Well, fundamentally, I offer financial services. It's all very technical. Cheers.
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 Most financiers help their clients to minimize tax. I help mine pay just enough to keep the accountants away. Very important if you wish to enjoy all this.
Exactly.
A financial network such as mine requires a number of businesses who are willing to collaborate. I am offering you an opportunity to be such a partner. My people, your people, it will be mutually beneficial. Mr. DeAngelis here has compiled a portfolio of suitable possibilities, just small to begin with.
Yes, there are a couple we could start with.
I think
and-
perhaps the details can wait until I am out of earshot. Raf is one of my most trusted consultants. He will ensure that everything is running smoothly. And should anything stop running, well, I am certain you will tell me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Gentlemen, come on.
Okay.
Let's go.
Great. All right, Dan. Thank you for your time, Mr. Faber.
Of course. Goodbye, Raf.
What'd you step, kid? Gracias, gracias. You know, Ralph, you should meet my son, Miguel. He could show you around.
We already met. Bahamas 2 years ago.
Dale.
Yes, sir.
So, businesses you want invested. These are legitimate enterprises, low profile, cash intensive. I found hands-on a car wash in Strawberry. You want to start there. Meanwhile, I'll run some background checks on a couple of others, potentially very lucrative if you decide to purchase them. Just run them, show them some love, you know? Just keep that cash flow moving. We need a steady, legit revenue stream. Then, I get a tap on the shoulder from Mr. Faber, we mix in some cash assets off the books, and...
Money laundering.
Say it how it is, Mr. Matrazzo. I respect that. I do. Old school. Boom.
Anyway, if you choose to go forward, I'll fix what needs to be fixed. You get what I'm saying? I'll take care of the books, you take care of the problems. Mr. Faber says he wants you to be the boss, so hey, you're the boss.
You got that? Okay. Looks like we're here.
Yep. Beautiful.
Hey, just one more thing, you know, between us girls. You mentioned my boss's name to anybody? Anybody? We both end up like his last guy in LS. Dead, obviously.
Think it over, huh?
To be young and scared. Good luck. Vámonos.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, I need to go fix my nightclub. That's not good. Okay. All right, not the most expensive business we've ever had to buy. 700K. That's nothing really. So owning the Hanzar car wash will also boost the value of products sold from a counterfeit cash factory. So this, if you have a motorcycle club and you've bought all the businesses, which I hope you have, if you're just starting out, that's something you like. You probably want to go to the nightclub and then expand to the motorcycle stuff to get the warehouse stuff working for you, and then get a bunker and things like that. But okay. So we'll just buy the damn thing. Okay, return the map. Boom, we're done. I'm sure there's gonna be a phone call. Or not. Maybe there's missions on a computer. We'll see. We'll see what's happening.
Well,
with
this is it. Your humble car
There we
wash.
go.
Dirty money comes in, clean money comes out. Now, obviously, we should wash the occasional car, you know? We need a little clean money to balance the books, but more importantly, we need a lot of dirty money. Just boot up this laptop to see what jobs we got waiting. Also, if you want to be in Mr. Faber's good graces, you want to solve problems in the network before he even knows about them.
Work with his big clients, keep things running smooth. But listen, I know you're very busy, very important, so if it's something small, you can just call me, all right? That's safe side catching, huh? You want some liquidity? It's right here for you.
Okay, so then you can expand it with 2 more businesses. So you're looking at just under 3 all in. That's not bad. And I'm sure there's going to be a decent amount of passive income, probably based on how much work you do. So Ogun earning the Hella Tours boosts the cargo sold from hangars. You do the cargo. If you have a hangar, you collect cargo. You do missions. You can send your guy out to grab stuff. So these are punching up some of the businesses that have probably been neglected by most players at this point. Okay. So now let's take a look at what's happening here.
You know, I started as an intern for Mr. Faber. Yeah, fresh out of Vespucci.
So we can
University.
literally
Back when I
wash
had nothing but
cars.
a sports betting problem and a dream.
Sounds like you
Happy
probably
days.
have to balance these 3 things. It doesn't seem like there's much story. It seems like this is just a pure business. Do I actually get to wash cars?
Okay, boss, today we're legit. We got a client needing a wash. Told them the owner would collect and drop off the car personally and in spotless condition. I just love hearing him smile, you know?
Okay. So we have to pick up this car. Yeah, so this seems like maybe it's going to be a little bit of a play on like your auto shop. So we're going to go pick up the car, bring it back, wash it, and then return it to the guy. And then your payment's probably going to depend on how quick you get it done, and then getting the car back to the guy undamaged. Don't know how much of this I would actually do, but if you're if you're just starting out, I'm pretty well established in this game. I've been playing for years. You know, this enhancing and all this other stuff. If you grind the money, you'll be able to.
Drop the car keys in there for you.
You'll get to a point where you won't have to grind so hard for the money. Your passive stuff will do it for you. Yeah, we'll check out the 3 types of work. That must be the car. Okay, collect the keys. Where? Ah. Okay, so little drop box by the front door. What is that payment? 1,000? Okay, so I suppose you're gonna have to do this from time to time just to keep the heat down from your other stuff, but you're not making any money doing this at all. But we'll get this one done, and then we'll check out the other two types of work. Really, dude? I mean, usually these updates, these summer ones, are pretty big in scope. This one feels like it's a little bit smaller. But I know if you're like me, there's one thing you're waiting for, and that's the return of Michael, which may be how they wrap up this chapter of GTA. You know, they give us Michael and one last big job. You know, we haven't had a new heist since Cayo Perico, which has been several years now. That came out at Christmas, so if they're gonna go that route and stick with their patterns, where heists come out around Christmas time, then maybe this Christmas will. And every time they put on an update, whoa. Is the Mile High building more complete than it used to be? I can't really tell. I need to get closer. It looks a little different. Maybe not. Maybe not. I can't tell. Because, I mean, that building has literally been under construction since San Andreas. So not since GTA Online 5, or GTA 5, but since San Andreas came out, this building was being worked on. That looks like they have done a little bit more to it. I mean, but then that makes sense how they would wrap things up. Like, that's the last property you're going to end up being able to buy and launch, like, the big thing out of that. I mean, we've done a little bit of stuff with that building. A couple of story missions here and there have taken place there, but yeah, it's yeah, it's taken forever to they actually animated this. This is insane. Oh, I guess we can repair it. Oh, okay. So yeah, I think this little garage right here. And that restores your tip. I also did not see if that cost me anything or not. But yeah, if you're looking to get rich washing cars, don't. But you will have to do this from time to time. to get heat off you. It'd be really nice if they offered an upgrade to the business where you could just like with the auto shop, you could have people deliver the cars for you. You know, at the risk of losing some money due to oh well, I don't even give a shit anymore. At the risk of them damaging it while they're delivering it, but yeah, it'd be nice if you could send out people to do this stuff for you to keep the heat down. But we'll see how often this has to be done. I'm hoping it's once a week. You know, because this is more time intensive and less money than driving the frickin' taxi, which if you've ever done that is not super compelling in my opinion. Hopefully the other two mission types are more lucrative and more engaging. Because yeah, if you're looking for a return on investment with your time, this ain't it. Especially with the pressure of losing money by doing any kinds of damage to the car. I mean, that's just not. Especially with the way, like, I'll just be cruising along here and there will be times, and it happens quite often, when that car would swerve into me or a car coming the opposite direction would swerve into this lane. So I think the payment's small enough that you don't have to give a shit. And he's pissed because there's a little damage. That's kind of funny. Okay, so you can do jobs at the -$7. Okay. So you can do jobs at the other two businesses from the looks at it. Okay. So that means you can fly hella tours or deliver weed, I guess. I don't know, we'll go check those out.
Nah, one-star review. They said the car had damage that wasn't there before. I have no idea what they're talking about. Hey, you got hands on? Yes, come see the place. You beautiful son of a bitch. You got Higgins Tours and smoke on the water. Money laundering left and right, baby. Today's a good day. A good day. Where's the Casa Fortunas? I gotta do a shot in your honor. Hooah!
Alright, I like Raph. I like it when they give you a character that's actually a character.
Juicing.
So a YouTube video just dropped from TGG on YouTube. If you're familiar with him, he's my favorite guy. Like, if I want to know what's happening in GTA Online, like on the day before the new stuff comes out for the week, I watch his videos. But he just put up a thing saying that confirmed we are getting mansions are coming to GTA Online is the title of the video. Apparently it's official word from Rockstar, so I'll need to watch that on my own time after we're done looking at all this stuff. But that's been something we've been waiting for a long time. That has been a long requested feature. That and an aircraft carrier. People want both those things. Yeah, he just dropped that video, so I'm sure he'll have all the details. He's one of the guys like Rockstar. I mean, it's either a data mine or Rockstar released something official with this update. I don't know. I didn't see any new news from Rockstar, but I mean that doesn't matter. I literally got up, lifted weights, and then hopped on here to do this stream because I'm gonna have to go and help my in-laws out for a few minutes at some point. So, okay, so we have the car wash. Shit kind of sucks. It just kind of does. That particular mission, just driving the car. Okay, so if you see down in the lower right-hand corner, I gotta move my Cade action figure out of the way. Cade 6, the best. Work earning 0, safe 0, heat 0. So hopefully, I'm hoping they give us a way to monitor the heat without having to come here. Because that would suck. I'm a little shocked they didn't. Integrate something into the car club, but maybe you have to come here. Okay, so we wash cars. Money laundering. Let's launder some money.
I'm sending you the location of a stockade we gotta borrow. Head there and I'll explain on the way.
We go to Harmony, huh? Okay. Well, we're not driving to Harmony.
Damn, you look good.
Sure.
Yeah, it doesn't look any more complete. Yeah, if you've ever played San Andreas, you know that tower is, you know, like a bare bones, just like steel framework. And then it's pretty much looked like that since GTA 5 came out, so for the last 12 years. So, I mean, we're talking 20 years that building has been under construction if you're using our years. It's a little bit less in GTA time, probably 10 years. Is this going to be at the... I wonder if this is going to be at the same spot that the stockade for the arcade, for the Diamond Casino. Yep. Oh, no, it's not. Take out security. Well, that's a vehicle. I don't want to start launching missiles, because I don't know if you can accidentally blow up the stockade or not. So I don't want to lose money. So let's get landed and start doing it the old-fashioned way. modified body armor.
Drop it! Let's go! He's been hit! My partner's down!
Oh yeah, you could totally blow up the stockade on accident if you just went in to launch
Hey,
missiles.
get out! This is private property!
Yeah, that's literally the one of the disguises for the casino robbery. So they're reusing assets. It's not a shock.
All right, the Stockade's GPS should have the bank pickups already locked in. Head over at casual, take money from the money man, and boom. Oh, I mean boom, like profit, you know. Don't blow shit up.
Go to a bank. Okay, so we can go to any bank or go to all the banks. I don't know. Wait. Okay, so we have to do this fast. You have 10 minutes to get to all 3 banks, which I think are just the convenience stores. And as we all know, if you've driven the Stockade before, this is about its top speed right here.
Hey, honey.
Do you need to put it in the back or something? No? Just get in?
One down, 2 to go. You're a natural, huh? If you ever get bored, you can quit the biz and, you know, move money legitimately. I mean, you'd be killed probably by guys like us, but hey, it'd be a nice couple of days, right?
And so now we're also going to have to deal with people attacking us the entire time. Okay. So yeah, this sort of shit is my least favorite. You've got a timer to deal with, and you have guys trying to kill you. You really can't do a whole lot to get them off your ass. I can't even get going fast enough to get this thing to brake check these guys. And what's not suspicious to a bank is you showing up in a stockade that's riddled with bullet holes. Well, now, luckily, the motorcycle guys seem to be very bad at their job. They just did a decent enough job taking themselves out. So focus on the driving, I guess. You know, bring a buddy with you if you want somebody to shoot from the passenger side, I suppose.
Christ alive! Not again!
Put the gun away. I'm sure they get pissed if you walk in with a gun. Oh, that's nice. We didn't have to use a card or anything like that. It would be better if they just let you stay in the car and somebody brought it out to you, but whatever.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Is this for real?
Oh my god!
Oh, yes!
So I suspect the timer will go away after you've picked up the last of the cash. So 3 locations. I mean, even in a stockade, you shouldn't have, unless you're getting killed by the bike guys, you shouldn't have any problems completing this. And I'm sure this is not the only laundering mission. There's probably multiple variants. This just happens to be the one we're currently doing.
Hey. All right, here you go.
Yep, timer went away. Okay, perfect. So yeah, that's not horrible. It's very doable. Now we'll see if it's worth your time or not. Oh, let these sons of anarchy are back. I mean, the Lost Motorcycle Club are back. But I mean, it's California. It's a biker gang. It's fiction. I need nothing. Sons of anarchy. At least they're not attacking you when you're like outside of the car. Like if they could jump you right when you get the cash, which is what I would do if I were them. You know, fly away to attack when they're in an armored transport. But whatever. Okay. So we got some, I don't know if that's gonna, I don't know if there's passive income here or not. Because there is a safe, but I suspect, okay, so we've got a little bit of heat, work earnings, safe, work earnings 0, safe 0, so we'll see. We'll have to wait a second. Mr. Faber work, let's do this. Oh, okay, so here we go, Liquid Market Raft. So he actually has a little bit of a storyline here. Let's purchase. all ammo. We'll do normal difficulty. I'm not going to matchmake with anybody. Closed. Yes, let's launch the job. Lockpicks.
Boss, you ready to work? Got a problem that needs our attention. Send you the coordinates, check them out.
Sandy Shores. Unavailable. Okay, so we have to drive. They're not letting us fly.
So, got a bit of history for you. Mr. Faber and Tony Prince go way back. I mean, Tony's first club was a Mr. Adventure. Kind of financial relationship they've got is tight, you know? They're totally interconnected, which means if Gay Tony ends up in debt, so does Mr. Faber. Now, Tony, he likes to invest in whiskey. We're talking six-figure, even seven-figure bottles. And I just found out one of his runners stole a bunch of them. Now, look, I want to solve this before it becomes Mr. Faber's problem, so we gotta hit up this runner's place, find out where those bottles are, and get them back. All right, hot stuff, you got this.
So I'm a little bit stunned because that is the first time, the second time actually, total in this game where they refer to Tony as Gay Tony, which if you remember in GTA 4, that was one of the DLCs, that was one of the story expansions, was the Ballad of Gay Tony. When you buy a nightclub in online, Tony comes in to run it, and Laszlo, or Tony refers to himself, I think. It's been a while since I've seen the cutscene. But Tony refers to himself as Gay Tony, and then Laszlo's like, I don't think we can say that anymore. And then you never hear it again. He's just Tony. But yeah, that's kind of interesting that they use the gay moniker. Of course, I think he called himself that, so it's not offensive, or it shouldn't be, or I hope it's not. But Rockstar also tends to not give a shit if they offend people or not. Okay. We're an hour in. My sister-in-law. Was that a fucking cow? Okay, so my sister-in-law just texted. I am gonna have to go up to their house here in a few minutes. So we'll complete this, and then I'm unfortunately gonna have to end the stream and head up there to help them out. But we'll get this mission done, and that'll be the three things. But
So, you can break and enter, right? Of course you can. Know why? Because you can do anything if you believe in yourself.
so if we're picking locks, this is going to be probably a new type of, because we haven't had lock picking, we have hacking and stuff like that. Is it a mini game? It is. Look at that. Alright, not too hard. Not too hard at all. But yeah, that's new. That's new. The lockpicking thing is brand new.
Oh, nice. I like your style. Alright, I need to see what this guy's been up to. Can you see a USB?
Feed the dog. Are they gonna let us get pet dogs? Because
While you're there, you could just take whatever you want. I mean, who's gonna stop you?
Wait, Steal the cocaine? Okay, so you can make a little extra money grabbing valuables.
Did you find it? Then jam that thing in the laptop. The password's probably scrambled. See if you can work it out.
Okay, RYLBT. Hey, honey, can you do me a favor? Can you text your sister and let her know that Liberty, LBRTY, Liberty. So, would you let her know I got her text and I'll be up in about 15 minutes? Okay. Thank you, honey.
I sent you some chords. Head there. I'll clue you in on the way. Hey,
Oh.
heads up. Looks like there's trouble outside. Be careful. Hey, he stashed the whiskey in Thompson's scrapyard. I'm gonna send you what I found. That'll be reminders. Maybe you can make sense of it when you get there. Hey, if I were you, I'd try not to lose anyone following. You don't want to bring that trouble to the scrapyard.
Okay, so does that mean kill him or does that mean outrun him?
I get why Mr. Faber likes gay Tony. Guy's got charm, you know? God, I want to age like that. Like a fine ball. Did you get my message?
Oh, okay.
¿Dónde eres, home? Where you from, mister? Hey, fall back! Oh my God!
Wait, are there hostile dogs I'm gonna have to kill?
You're so fucking dead!
Sure are. We're killing dogs. Wow.
Ayuda! Got a man down!
Yeah.
Shithead! Woke up faster! Now you're fucked, cabrón! Go, Marcos! Help the homie out! What you gonna listen? Hey, find cover, Marcos! Come on! Damn, homie! Just die already! Oh, fuck! Eduardo, es hit! Cocksucker! Holy shit! Fuck!
Heads up. One of those reminders I saw some back and forth with some shady sounding guys. They sounded pretty shady, boss. Ah, shit. Here they come. You had a rabies shot, right?
That's it. Nowhere to escape now.
So now we gotta kill a bunch of guys and search for the whiskey simultaneously.
Luis is fucking dead. Shit. Dead now. I gotta reload. Shit.
Oh, look, we found it. Grab the whiskey bottle. Okay, sweet. How many whiskey bottles? 4.
Nice.
Are we just gonna be in combat the entire time?
God damn! Say adios, puto!
Shit.
he send me about? Rubber pile, fork, hot rod, big oil, damaged. Okay, so we are looking for pile of tires, probably a forklift. The hot rod we kind of found on accident, and then damaged oil, so maybe an oil truck.
Chingate ya.
Or over here, maybe on top.
I'm changing now.
Well, this is not tedious at all.
If you get stuck figuring out those reminders, just drop me a message. I got you.
Okay, so the hot rod was down there. I mean, can they be outside of this area? Like, it'd be nice if they gave you the, it'd be nice if they gave you, like, the circular, the yellow circle showing, like, hey, this is your search area. Oh, nope, okay, so you do have to be in the scrapyard. Good to know. Okay. Yeah, I've viewed the notes. Also, haven't seen a big rubber or a forklift. Oil I guess so. From the looks of this, you can come in and feed the dogs if you're stealthy. Maybe we get up on top of that oil tank. Maybe that's where that one is. But yeah, I'm not seeing a pile of tires or rubber or anything. And we didn't need to get that close to the frickin' we didn't need to get that close to the frickin' hot rod before it triggered that. Is this the damage? Okay, there's the damaged oil. That's a crane. So we're looking for big rubber, right? No. Rubber pile and fork.
Okay, that's like what? Tires or something?
Near a pile of tires in the north side of the scrapyard. Okay, so it does give you hints. But we figured that out, and I just did not see the pile of tires. So this is north.
Remember, I texted you the reminders
Oh.
I wrote. Check them out. Let
Right
me know
there.
if you want my opinion.
I mean, that's like 8 tires. I was looking for something way bigger. Okay.
Man, Gatoni's gonna love you.
Southside scrapyard fork. Okay, so we figured out all of the clues.
Forklift?
There's the hot rod. Airplane parts, dead body. Airplane wing. Okay, where's the fucking forklift? None of these things are forklifts. That's a bombed out bus. That is a car. I mean, we are near the south side. That's where the oil thing was. I am not seeing a forklift. So look at these motorcycles. This is probably a hint. Also, if they generate them randomly. Yeah, where the fuck is this forklift? We've been through here. The hot rod was right here. So if you get the hot rod, it's back here in this corner, and it triggered before I was even. It triggered when I was just killing guys. I wasn't even looking for the bottles yet. I just happened to get close. Is there a path? No. Okay, where is the goddamn forklift? So we can't go out the gate because, oh, there it is, right there. I wouldn't call this the south side. Okay, so some of it's kind of obvious out in the open. Some of the shit is tucked away.
That's it.
Yeah, I would not
That's
call
all
that
Tony's
the
bottles.
south side.
All we gotta do is deliver the stuff back into Tony's hands.
Oh, come on. Oh, and look, we're getting attacked again.
Vamos por vida.
Okay, they despawn, but that doesn't mean I'm disabled. Confirmed.
Alright, so show me one of Tony's guys waiting to collect the goods. And he assures me this one is trustworthy.
Whoa! I don't care who you are. That was kind of cool.
Marcel?
Yeah, homie, I know Marcel. So if you, I don't know if this is a scripted nightclub and it just happens to be the one I also own. or if you if it'll default to the one that you own, or if it's random. I suspect it's scripted though, because this is a story mission.
All right, you beautiful piece of work. That's a wrap.
And we'll see what this pays. Additional 5. So 25 grand. For a story mission, that's about average, especially on normal. If you do it on hard, you'll make more money. And then we'll see if we load. Because the transitions from activities to new rooms have been very spotty lately. Okay. And now we're in a public room. That's the other thing I don't like about this is if you stayed in a private room, it used to default you to it used to just keep you in whatever kind of session you were in, and now it automatically, whether it's a heist, whether it's a story mission, any activity, it takes you back to a public room. I mean, I have nothing against public rooms. I do use them for cell missions and things like that, but when we're just trying to look at content, it's not always the it's not always the best thing. I need to fix my nightclub, and then I got to get out of here. So, shit, I hit the wrong thing. We will. I'll probably turn the stream back on here in about half an hour, 45 minutes or so, and we'll look at the weed business and the helicopter tours to see what kind of missions we get for those. This should have me max popularity again. No, one more. That should do it. Oh, let's reorder. Okay, so I got to get out of here for a little bit, but I'll probably again turn the stream back on here in 30 minutes, just as soon as I get back. But there we go. There's the 3 missions from the car wash business, and there's a weekly challenge, so that paid 100 grand. So if you're launching into this content, make sure you do 3 jobs at your car wash, get 100 grand. Just for doing all 3 activities. Actually, I think it can be any activity, but just for scoping out everything that the new business has to offer, you'll complete that easily. And you're going to want to do the story missions anyways. And then hopefully the money has been laundered, the stuff that we did with the bank activity, by the time I get back, so we can see what that pays. But yeah, half an hour, hopefully tops, and I should be back online. So, but thank you for being here. Sorry it's so short. Normally this would be like a 3-hour thing with this kind of content to explore, but it is what it is. I got to go help my in-laws. Anyways, I will catch everybody. I'll catch everybody here in the next little bit. Have a good one, and we'll see you in a while.